What is up, everybody, and welcome to World's Biggest Collectors, Episode 10. This is a milestone episode right here tonight, guys. Like always, I got a special guest with me. We're going to talk movies. We're going to talk physical media. It's Blues Day Tuesday. If you want to go ahead and call out what you picked up today as far as new physical media releases, feel free to do so. But before we get into anything, guys, I've got a very special guest tonight. Awesome YouTuber, does some great reviews on his channel, rankings, Blu-ray hunting videos, does videos with his family, a family guy, great dude. He's always in the chat talking physical media movies. So I thought I would have him on to be live with us and talk out right here on air. So his name is Danny K Reviews. What is up, man? How are you doing tonight?
What's going on, everybody? Thank you, Ken, for having me. This is awesome. I've been watching these videos, and it's cool to finally be a part of it. And
now you're 10, on the other side. You're over here with me.
This is really cool. So, yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, and for everybody, Danny's your channel name is Danny K Reviews. So all your links are below. We have your YouTube link. We have your Instagram link. Those are the only two links that I could find. Do you have a letterbox, a Twitter, any of that stuff?
No Twitter. I plan on making a letterbox just because I need to jump on that bandwagon too. But no, just Danny K Reviews on YouTube and Instagram. You should find me pretty easily.
All right, man. So before we get into the conversation, and guys, this is an Ask Us Anything, so feel free to leave us any questions in the chat. We will get to it. We will answer it with you guys. And yeah, we're going to have a good time talking about movies and physical media. But before we get into it, yeah, go ahead and subscribe, follow Danny. But I'm going to give you a second, Danny, to just kind of let us know what you're all about on your channel. The floor is yours.
All right. So, yeah, I've been doing YouTube a little over a year now, year and a half, and mainly just do movie reviews. And occasionally I'll do like Blu-ray hauls and stuff like that, the occasional digital code giveaway. And I'm always trying to find new ideas for new videos to do. And that's it, really. I'm not that active on Instagram. I mainly just plug my YouTube stuff on there. But it's cool to be on Instagram. You want to follow me so we can chat and maybe invite each other on these videos. But that's it, really. So subscribe.
Awesome, man. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get in the chat, see what's going on in the chat, see if anybody's talking about some. Today was an insane day for physical media. I don't know how like deep you are into like what's coming out and stuff like that, or if you picked anything up, but it's like there hasn't been a day like this in like a year. It feels like you just went into Best Buy and it was like rows of new stuff. I haven't seen anything like it in forever, and my wallet is definitely throwing fits right now. So let's see. We got Danny K is in the chat. He says, yes, let's go. Huckbone says, all right, guys, looking forward to a great night. Yeah, definitely go subscribe to Huckbone as well. He has a great YouTube channel talking physical media. Travis Starling said, Tuesday, Blues Day. That is right, sir. City Eubanks is in the house, says, what's up? Married with Media is here, says, hey, everybody, what is up? Basement Blues says, hey, everybody. Tony's in the chat. Awesome to have him. The Blu-ray King is here. What's up? And also Tony and the Blu-ray King, great channels as well. Go check them out. Jenna is in the chat. She's with you, right? She's with you. She's on your channel. She's a regular on the channel. So
That's
good to have
wife.
you in here, Jenna. Edits for Your Soul. Hey, y'all. What is up, Edits for Your Soul? Oscar Tercero is in the house tonight. He says, hey, everyone. I work with that guy. What's up, Oscar? How you doing? Hope you didn't work too hard today. Rev 4K says, what's up, everybody? What is up, Rev 4K? The man with the hot takes on Instagram and the guy that beat me in the movie collection battle. Danny, you know what it's like to lose now in the movie collection battle.
Yeah, I do.
It's not
all for
fun, is it?
You know. That's what losers say. It's just for fun.
I know it, and that's exactly what I said when I lost all 3 times. And I'm telling you, after the 3rd time, it starts to sting a little bit.
I want to see you on there again.
I'm building up to it. It's hard. A lot's going to be on the line the next time I go in there. It's yeah. Being 4-0. is not going to be too much fun. But what can I say? It's my character at this point. I'm the loser. So
Yeah.
the Blu-ray King says, "Hey Ken, I'm making a YouTube video where I rank YouTubers' favorite movie. Would you want to be in? I just need to know what's your favorite." So if you want to know what my all-time favorite movie is, it's Empire Strikes Back. So I don't know if that's the one you want, or you want another favorite movie. I don't know. If you want a deeper cut, yeah, DM me and ask me. But yeah, sure, I'll be a part of your video. I don't know what movie is going to beat Empire Strikes Back, though. What's your favorite movie, Danny?
Pulp Fiction. He asked me that question on Instagram earlier. I told him that. So
Yeah, Pulp Fiction's a good one. That's in my top 20. I forget where I put it. I think it was like 17 or something. So yeah, it's pretty high up there. Bill Tyrell is in the house. Matt Foley, the motivational speaker right there. Hey, Ken and Danny, watched your haul today, Ken. R.I.P. to your wallet. Yes, it is dead. I buried it in the backyard when I got home. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I have no idea what I'm going to do next week. And I don't even know what's coming out next week. Do you know what's coming out next week? Is it anything good?
No, man. I rely on your channel to let me
Well,
know
I
all the
better get
stuff.
my shit together then and figure it out. Oscar Tesoro says, "Hey guys, Edits for Your Soul says, I'm rewatching the original Star Wars trilogy and the sequel trilogy this week. What Star Wars films are your favorites?" So are you a big Star Wars fan, Danny? I know you like Lord of the Rings, or not Lord of the Rings, but Game of Thrones. I see that Game of Thrones
Oh
and
yeah,
Jaws. I don't
huge
know if
Game
I
of
see any
Thrones.
Star Wars back there. I don't know if I see
Yeah,
any Star Wars back there.
Star Wars. I'm definitely a fan, but I'm not like a huge fan. If you were to ask me Star Wars trivia questions, stuff like that, I'd probably fail. But I definitely am. I like the original trilogy the best, and I like the sequel trilogy for what they are. But yeah, and I'm watching The Bad Batch on Disney Plus. I don't know if you're watching it, but
I'm not. I haven't watched a lot of the animated stuff.
oh yeah.
So answer me: do you need to be a big fan of the animated stuff to get the Bad Batch? Like, could I go into it right now, not watching Clone Wars or Rebels, and
Well, you know
get
what?
it?
I actually haven't seen Clone Wars or Rebels. Apparently,
Okay,
this takes place after Clone Wars, so I guess some people would say you have to, but I don't, and I still
but
enjoy
you're enjoying it, and you haven't
it.
watched any of the other stuff. So maybe I'll
Yeah,
get into it. Maybe I'll get into it. Maybe I'll watch it with my son, see how he likes it.
yeah,
So
good family stuff.
yeah, definitely. Because we really enjoyed watching The Mandalorian together. We watched WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, all that stuff. So enjoying the content that Disney Plus is putting out so far. So,
Yeah.
and we do have 24 people in here tonight right now, guys. If you can you hit that like button? I would definitely appreciate it. And we got Huckbone who said, picked up the Great Argo Declassified box set Blu-ray. Really nice. Really, I didn't know. Is that the Ben Affleck film Argo? Is that the
Yeah,
one you're talking about?
that's awesome.
I didn't know they had a declassified box set. Mr. Rigby is in the house. Hey guys, what is up, Mr. Rigby? Tiana Loves Movies is in the house. Hey everyone, what is up, Tiana? How are you doing tonight? Jared Runner says howdy. The Blu-ray King says, should I get the Dark Knight trilogy? It's $30 for the 4K set. Yeah, and maybe I need to jump online and grab that one real quick for $30. But again, I'm kind of broke right now.
Yeah, me too. That's a good deal.
Do you have all those in the 4Ks? Because I do not. I just had that
No,
Blu-ray white case thing.
I just
I
got
don't
the
know if you.
Blu-rays.
Yeah, is that the one you have, like the white case one? I'm trying to see if I could reach it from
No,
here, and I don't think I can.
just the singular movies.
Here, I think I can grab it. Yeah, it's this little case right here.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like the Christopher, some kind of. I thought it was like a Christopher Nolan edition or something. I don't know, but it's like a real, just generic looking case to it. I think that's like the Batman Begins cover or something.
Okay.
But that's supposed to be all of them. But yeah, I haven't got them on 4K. But to tell you the truth, I don't really want the box set. Like I want them all with their individual slipcovers, and I cannot find the Dark Knight. Every time I go on Best Buy, because I wanted to get that one first, I can't find that one with the slipcover. So I am still waiting. Edits for Your Soul. I know Ken's favorite film is Empire Strikes Back, but what would be your runner-up? So my runner-up would be E.T. of course, E.T. And then number 3 is Back to the Future. So there's my top 3. Mr. Rigby says, I stayed away from the new releases. Instead, I spent over $60 at half-price books. Well, half-price books is the place to go if you want some deals. So I guarantee you got some bang for your buck with that $60 for sure. Sydney Eubank says, those who wish me dead, your thoughts on the movie. Did you watch that movie?
I haven't. Is that a newer one or?
That is the movie with Angelina Jolie that came out on HBO Max over the weekend.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, I seen the preview. It looks all right. I'm not in a hurry to watch it. Did you watch it? Is that any good?
No, I felt the same way. I mean, we watched The Woman in the Window on Saturday night, the Netflix one with Amy Adams, and I probably should have watched Those Who Wish Me Dead. But I heard mediocre things about both of them.
Right.
But The Woman in the Window was very bland, and it felt like a straight out like a Rear Window copycat. Like it was trying to be an Alfred Hitchcock film, and it failed miserably on all fronts. Amy Adams was good, but everybody else in it was terrible. It had like Gary Oldman in it, and he's usually really good, but he was not good in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we
I can't.
Watched Spiral Sunday, and
I saw you saw
that.
That.
Was
Did
pretty
you
good.
enjoy it?
Yeah, I liked it. A lot of people didn't, but you haven't saw it yet, did you?
No, we were gonna go last night, but we just didn't have the time. We only had a 3-hour window, so we went to dinner instead. Even though I tried to convince my wife that I would get her like chicken strips at the theater, and we could just go to the theater and watch Spiral. I'm not the biggest Saw fan, but I did want to see it. I was curious with Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson involved. But Martinez Joe is here, and he says, hey, everyone. What's up, Martinez Joe? 073 Media said, look forward to this show every week. Well, glad you could join us, man. I appreciate you being here. Brando Critic is in the house. He was my guest last week, so awesome YouTuber. Go check him out. Says, hey, guys, can't stay tonight. Just wanted to wish you guys luck. Well, thank you for wishing us luck, Brando Critic. Mr. Rigby says, what up, Brando? Also, Ken, loved your video today. You got some great pickups. I know. Like I said, everybody, if you picked up anything, let me know. Did you grab anything today? I know you said you went to Best Buy, but it was for your computer, so you didn't grab nothing?
No, I wanted to. I seen the Raya 4K, but I already ordered it at Disney Movie Club, and they kind of take their sweet times delivering. And but it's cool because you get
there was like an exclusive with them, I think.
Yeah, you get a free lithograph, you get a pin, a pendant, and you get other movies for 60% off. So I like to order Disney stuff from the movie club.
Yeah, you're a big Disney fan, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I haven't seen, or I wanted to sign up for the Disney club a long time ago, and I just never did it. It seemed like a good deal. But we watched Raya tonight, right before we went live. It's really good. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
Oh yeah, we definitely enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, that was a good movie because I wouldn't pay the premium on Disney Plus because I wanted to wait until the physical media release came out. So, but I got The Last Action Hero today, the steelbook of that, which is freaking badass. Can't wait to watch that. And I went in and grabbed this Terminator 2 slipcover, this Father's Day slipcover at Walmart, the Blu-ray, even though I already owned like 5 copies of Terminator 2, but I just wanted that one. And then I got the Raya Target Edition. 4K, and then I got Minari. Then I got The Sting, with Paul Newman and Robert Redford, and then I got, even though this doesn't come out for another 2 weeks, but it's in Walmart right now, the Smokey and the Bandit 4K. So there you go. I revealed all my pickups, so now nobody has any reason to watch my my Blu-ray hunting video, but it's okay.
Nice pickup.
Let's see. The Blu-ray King says, I was not able to get my stuff, no gas, still in NC.
Oh, wow.
Well, that sucks. How y'all doing? Y'all need me to run y'all some gas down? I still got a little bit up here. Aaron Louis says, hello. He's got a nice little chicken sandwich for his icon right there. 4K Media Guy says, what's up, guys? What's up, 4K Media Guy? Definitely go check him out as well. I'm assuming that he probably did a Blu-ray hunt today. He usually does every Tuesday. The Blu-ray King says, I know what it's like to lose. I know what it's like to lose as well. The loser's circle here. But you may have a chance to redeem yourself this week, Blu-ray King, because he's going up against the guy that beat you.
Oh, yeah. Good luck,
this
man.
Thursday. M for Movie. Yeah.
He's got a lot of movies.
He's and he'll be the guest on next week as well, M for Movies. And yeah, he has an impressive collection. I've been following him on Instagram since like 2017, so I've seen everything that guy has bought, and yeah, he definitely has a lot. Hi there, 4K Media guy. The Blu-ray King, that works. Thanks. Stranger Boy is here. Yo, says Stranger Boy. Danny, or Mary with Media asked, Danny, do you have a designated room for all your movies and collectibles? That's a good question.
Yeah, most of my movies are in this room. This is our spare bedroom, but it won't be for long because my wife's pregnant and we're gonna have
Well,
another baby.
congratulations.
Yeah, we don't know the gender yet, but it's due in November, and this is gonna be the baby's room. So I'm gonna have to take all this stuff down and do something. I don't know where
The
I'm gonna
baby's
keep.
going to grow up a big fan of Blu-rays and
Yeah,
4Ks because
maybe
you're
I'll
going to have to
still
keep it in
film in
there.
here, but you'll just see a crib and baby stuff in the back. But I don't know.
Hey, man, it's all good. Is that an exclusive to the world's biggest collectors? Your baby announcement? Is that the first time you've announced that online?
I've talked about it a few times, but
Dang it. I thought I was getting a Danny K life update exclusive. 4K D-Ray asks, what is going on? Exclamation point. What is up, 4K D-Ray? He picked up The Last Action Hero today as well. Jared Kingsley is here. I don't think I've seen Jared in the chat before. Super 8 is coming to 4K as well as My Fair Lady. Yeah, I think that's next week. Along with a couple of ones that I've already gotten. But the final countdown is coming out to 4K next week. And let's see. The Django on 4K. But this is not the Quentin Tarantino Django. This is another
Silent
Django.
Hillbilly.
Yeah, and I've got an unboxing video for all those coming out tomorrow. But Stranger Boy 101 says, I think Explorers Blu-ray comes out next week. Yeah, I think you might be right. Next week, Jared Kingsley. Let's see, Jared Runner. So welcome everybody that's here. If you're new coming in, just as an Ask Us Anything. So ask us any question you like in the chat, movie related, 4K, Blu-ray related, whatever you guys want to ask, and we will answer it. The Blu-ray King says, I like Star Wars, but the newer ones aren't my cup of tea. Yet I don't own any of the older ones, just the newer ones. So what would be like your top 3 Star Wars films?
Yeah, so the first one would be Empire, and then second one would be A New Hope, or just Star Wars. And the third one might be Revenge of the Sith.
That's a popular answer. I feel like
Yeah,
a
it
lot
is.
of people
I
have said
know.
that recently.
But you know, I
Everybody's
also
sleeping on Return of the Jedi. I don't get it.
yeah, Return of the Jedi. I love that movie, and
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Rogue One too. And unpopular opinion, I actually like Solo. I don't know. A lot of people hate that one.
You're like one of 3 people. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I thought
I don't
that
know.
movie was okay. Like I didn't hate it or nothing. It was just kind of mediocre.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't hate it like I did Rise of Skywalker. That's the only Star
Oh.
Wars movie I actively
Oh.
dislike. I've only seen it in the theaters. I did not rewatch it when I bought it on 4K. But I had to buy it because I just had to own all of them. The Blu-ray King says, it's at my local movie store. Stranger Boy asks a very important question. Arrow Video or Shout Factory? Arrow Video or Shout Factory? Do you collect any Arrow videos or
Not
Shout
really,
Factories?
but I did just order the True Romance. That was from Arrow, right? Yeah. So I
Yeah.
just ordered that. So I'm new, but so I guess I'll go with Arrow, but I'm not really familiar with either.
Arrow's got some really nice stuff. Their packaging is probably the best of any boutique label, I would say. They really put a lot of care into their packaging. So I would say Arrow is probably the best. I do love the artwork on the Shout Factories, though. And they do a lot of the older, obscure horror movies, too. Edits for Your Soul says, what's your opinion on Luke Skywalker? I like Mark Hamill, but he's kind of whiny in A New Hope, LOL. That's a pretty good question. Do you have a take on Luke Skywalker? Is he your favorite Star Wars character?
I mean, no. I mean, I definitely like Han Solo more than Luke, but it's just kind of funny that he's kind of whiny because now it's just like a joke, and it makes him kind of likable, you know. If that came out today, we probably wouldn't like his character so much, but I think most people love Luke, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say his whininess is probably at its peak in A New Hope. Like he's very whiny in A New Hope. He is a little bit in Empire. When Yoda's trying to get him to lift the X-wing out, and he's like, or the Rock or whatever, and he's like, "You asked the impossible," and then Yoda's like, "Hold my beer," and then lifts the X-wing out. But in Return of the Jedi, he's complete badass. So I think that kind of erases all of that. So I think Luke Skywalker is a great character. He has an arc. He goes from naive young little kid that wants to be a hero to an actual hero. And he makes mistakes along the way, and that's what makes him a great character. So let's see, Hamill. And I love him in The Last Jedi. I like The Last Jedi. How do you feel about that one?
The Last Jedi. No, I did not like that one. That was I actually probably like The Rise of Skywalker more than The Last Jedi. But
Okay.
I don't really like either of those movies. But when I'm watching the Star Wars though, I watch them all. I'm gonna go through every one, and there's always at least something to enjoy with every movie, I think.
What was the breaking point for you on The Last Jedi? What was the big deal breaker? What was the first scene in the
I
movie that
don't
made you
know.
say, I don't like
It's
this?
been a while since I watched it, but there was a lot of weird stuff in that movie, and which normally I would like because I like when movies try to be original and do their own thing. But I don't know. Yeah.
I didn't like when he threw the lightsaber. I didn't like that one.
Oh,
But I like the rest of the movie. I thought the
yeah. Like,
throne
why
room
would
scene
Luke
was really
Skywalker
badass.
disrespect a lightsaber like that? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and plus it kind of took away from the ending of Force Awakens a little bit, I think, because that was such a great ending with the Luke Skywalker reveal. And then, yeah, I just kind of shit on it with that opening. Jared Runner said, I'm on a budget. Well, awesome, man. It's good to be on a budget. I need to be on a budget after this week for sure. Pratty is in the house tonight. What is up, Cinephiles Nation? Go follow him on Instagram. Great content over there. He says, hey, Ken, how are you? Well, how are you, sir? The Crazy Sims Brothers is back. And he says, I'm back. And the Crazy Sims Brothers also says, I love E.T. Well, because it's a great movie. I don't get anybody that doesn't like E.T. Do you like E.T.?
Yeah, man. It'd be in my top 10, Spielberg. Probably not
There you
top
go.
5, but I really like the movie.
There you
Got
go.
E.T. up here.
Right there. I need to get that. I need to get that, and I need to put him like right up here so everybody can see him, kind of like he's hanging out with me. Huckbone says, yep, Argo is Ben Affleck's Oscar winner for Best Picture. Yes. I was just making sure that's what you were talking about. Latula Moore says, hey guys, help Ken pay for his Tuesday movie haul by supporting his new content. 4K any way you want it. OnlyFans. I haven't started my OnlyFans yet. Look for that in 2022. Just kidding. Phil's creepy video says, hey there, horror fans. And I know what he's going to say next. He's going to say, it's your buddy Phil here. What is up, Phil? How are you doing today? The Blu-ray King, I respect your opinion. I love The Force Awakens. The Last Jedi is good, and The Rise of Skywalker is bad, in my opinion. I do believe there's something for everyone in that trilogy. So, yeah, I feel pretty much the exact same way. The exact same way. Let's see. Jared Runner said, what's up, Phil? Pratty says, had high expectations for Woman in the Window. What a shame. Hope Those Who Wish Me Dead is any good. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm getting to watch that. Have you seen Sicario and Wind River and
Oh yeah.
Hell or High Water? You seen all those?
I've seen Sicario and Wind River. I haven't seen Hell or High Water yet, but I hear it's really good.
You got to see that one. That one's probably my favorite of the three, but they're all written by the same guy, Taylor Sheridan.
Oh,
And
I'll like it then.
he also directed Wind River, and he directed this movie with Angelina Jolie, Those Who Wish Me Dead. So,
Okay.
Basement Blue says they ended up picking up everything today. Like always, man. What's new? You pick up everything every single week. But yeah, go ahead and check out Basement Blues. He's probably got unboxing videos for everything that came out today. So if you want to know what it all looks like, go check him out. Latula Moore said, "What's up, Ken? Good evening, Danny K. I watched Raya tonight and thought it was really good. The same. Thought it was really good." Jared Kingsley said, I picked up Raya, The Sting, Animal House, Last Action, Hero, Above Suspicion, Minari, and The Father today. I did want to grab The Father, but some things had to get cut. And Smokey and the Bandit. Favorite action movie from the 1980s? It's a good question. Do you have a favorite action movie from the 1980s?
80s. Okay. Well, did Die Hard was in the 80s, right?
Yes, I think that was 89,
There's
88.
probably a better answer. That's the first one that comes to my mind. The Terminator was real good, but I don't know if that's an action movie. But
I'd say horror action. I'd say yeah, horror action.
I'll go with those two then.
Action movie from the 80s. I have to go Predator. I guess I'll go
Oh,
Predator.
I should have said that.
Yeah, Predator's the one that comes off the top of my head, and also the first Terminator. Those are my two favorite Arnold movies. Huckbone says that steelbook for Last Action Hero looks dope. It is in fact dope. It is in fact very dope. Travis Starling says I picked up the Sting steelbook and Minari. Wanted to get the Last Action Hero, but just grabbed the Blu-ray recently. Yeah, I had the Blu-ray of Last Action Hero too. I had like a Walmart retro VHS cover. Danny K. Ken question: do you believe that foreign directors are more predictable than American directors in terms of storytelling and directing? I don't
Uh,
know. That's a
all
good
right.
question.
So foreign, I'm not that familiar with foreign directors' works. I know I'm thinking of Parasite and Train to Busan and Incendies from Denis Villeneuve. Have you seen that one?
I haven't. I got it up on the
Oh
shelf, and I have
man,
not seen that one
dude,
yet.
that movie is crazy. So, oh, you gotta
I need to
watch it.
watch it. I need to
Oh,
watch it.
it'll blow your mind, especially by the ending. But so are they more predictable? I'm gonna say no because mostly it's American movies I watch, and a lot of them are very predictable. So
Yeah, I'd say that, like you, I don't know enough about foreign films to call them predictable because the ones that I've seen, the big ones that I've seen, like Parasite, like Pan's Labyrinth, Train to Busan, even a South Korean film from like 2010, I Saw the Devil. It's like a horror film.
mm,
That movie goes in some crazy directions. So uh, I don't know, maybe in a broader sense, like I don't know of like all the big commercial foreign movies that are over there that come out from week to week, year to year. But yeah, I think that I see a lot of predictable movies made in the U.S. I know
yeah.
that. So
Have you seen Battle Royale?
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I wanted to get that set, but I had not got that one yet.
that's a good
So
one.
yeah, I saw that movie back close to when it came out. I think it came out in 2000s, and back then we had to go to some weird video rental store down in like the downtown area where I live, and then we found it down there. Um, and yeah, I don't know what made me want to go down there and watch that, but we heard about that film and it sounded like a really cool concept. Now it's kind of played out and everybody knows the Hunger Games, and that's kind
Yeah.
of the kids killing each other genre, but it felt like a fresh concept back in 2000.
Mhm.
What's up, 4KD Ray? This Crazy Sin brother says I might watch Spiral from the Book of Saul in theaters this weekend. I'm hyped. Well, judging by your profile pic, I would say that you are pretty hyped, and that I would have thought you had already seen it by now. Congratulations, Danny.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the bell. You're getting all the congratulations now.
Thank you.
Congrats on the baby. I have a 13-year-old daughter. Light of
Yeah.
my life right there.
Yeah, I have a 10-year-old daughter, and hopefully I'll get a son, but it don't matter, boy or girl.
Yep. Well, then your daughter's the same age as my son. My son is 10 as well. Jason Carr says, Ken, how's it going, man? Pre-order Godzilla vs. Kong on 4K June delivery. Yes, that is coming out in June. I don't know if I'll grab that one day one on 4K. Did you watch that one at home?
Well, Godzilla versus Kong. Well, I watched that. Yeah, I watched that at home, HBO Max, and I wasn't crazy about it. But to be honest, I'm not really crazy about any of the MonsterVerse movies, but I might pick it up anyways, though.
Yeah, it was decent. I thought I liked the fighting in it. I mean, I like the Godzilla
Yeah,
versus Kong action. And that's
the
pretty
best
much the
part. Yeah,
reason why I watched the movie. And I also liked that there was a definitive winner to the fight
oh yeah,
because Godzilla definitively won that battle. He got King
right.
Kong on his back and
Yeah.
almost killed him, but he showed
Spoiler
mercy.
alert. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, no, it's
I don't.
the movie's been out for a little bit, but yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I'll be spoiling stuff on here. Pratty says, "Congrats, Danny." Question: what type of shelves do you guys own or would recommend? I'm in need of an upgrade. Do you recommend any shelves?
I think I picked this up at Best Buy a while back. It's one of those you assemble it yourself. I don't know the brand or what it's called or anything, but Yeah. So.
Yeah, mine are just like Atlantic shelves. So these two over here are like the same kind, and I got those actually a pretty good deal. Like both these really big ones are like 60 something bucks. They're like going for 120 right now, so I guess I just got them in a really good deal.
Hell yeah.
These ones behind me, like I buy a new shelf every single year, pretty much, since I started collecting. So this was the really small one when I started collecting in 2017. This was just a little bit bigger one, but it's the same height. And then I had to start getting the bigger ones because I got more hardcore about it. Just started visiting more thrift shops and upgrading more. So yeah, look on Amazon. Atlantic has some pretty good shelving options on there. Travis Starling said, I got the final countdown in early from Diabolic DVD. Yeah, I did too. It was pretty crazy how early I got that one in. And hopefully I'll have a review out for it this week. The Crazy Sims brother says, and by the way, sadly, I can't stay and watch this live stream. It's a school night for me. Good night, everyone. But hopefully I'll be on your next live stream. Well, you got to get to bed because, yeah, school is important. So thank you for stopping by. Praddy says, Solo is awesome. Loved it as well. Clark is a badass.
Oh, yeah.
Amelia Clark. Are you a big Daenerys Targaryen fan?
I did make a top 10 Game of Thrones characters on my channel a while back, and I had her and Jon Snow at 1 and 2, which is, of course, the obvious picks, but I got to be honest, you know?
Yeah, you're a big Game of Thrones fan. I'm a pretty big Game of Thrones fan. So if any of y'all have any Game of Thrones questions you want to ask, feel free to do so. We'll probably be pretty equipped to answer those.
Yeah.
Travis Starling says, I'm considering grabbing Django. Heath over at Serial at Midnight gave it a good review. Well, cool. Yeah, Heath's awesome over there. So if he gave it a good review, I'm sure it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to try to watch that one this week as well. 4K Media Guy says, do you guys think we will get more comedy on 4K like Superbad, etc.? I mean, sure, but I don't know. With the comedies and stuff like that, like I don't see like a big reason to do a 4K upgrade, but that's just me. Like I didn't get 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street, but
it would be
I don't
cool.
know. Especially ones that are like more modern. Like I can see if it was maybe made in the 70s or 80s. But I don't know. I mean, it depends on like if they had a cover and a cool steelbook, I might end up buying it. I do love Superbad. It's like one of my favorite comedies.
Great movie.
Crazy Sim Brother says, wish you guys the best of luck. Well, thank you for being here. Tiana Loves Movies hitting us with a super chat. Thank you so much, Tiana. I definitely appreciate that. She says, what's your favorite Jim Carrey movie? And I kind of answered this last night on your live stream. It's Liar Liar. That's my favorite.
Yeah, man, that might just be mine too, because when I think Jim Carrey comedies, that's like the first one that comes to my mind. I've seen it many, many times. I'm also a big fan of The Truman Show.
I am too.
Have you seen that Man on the Moon?
I have not. I've been wanting to see it for the longest time, and I just have not checked it out. Andy Kaufman. I mean, I know the story. I used to be a big pro wrestling fan, so I know the Jerry Lawler. Yeah,
he kills it in that movie. You got to watch it.
Yeah, I really need to watch it. It was on Netflix at one point, and I was gonna watch it, and then they did that documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
And then for some reason they took it off before I got a chance to. So I need to check and see if it's on streaming or anything. There's so many freaking things to watch. But yeah, for me, Liar Liar is like the point in Jim Carrey's career. It's like the best of both worlds. Like you get a little bit of that. You get the slapstick, goofy Jim Carrey, and you also get like the more serious, dramatic Jim Carrey. So you get both sides of his range, like as a comedic actor. I think that's why I love it so much. Because before Liar Liar, he was really only doing the goofy shit.
Yeah.
Like it was the Ace Ventura films, it was Dumb and Dumber. In The Mask, he shows a little bit of drama. Yeah, in The Mask, he does have a little bit. He's a little bit more serious. But then the Cable Guy was completely like batshit crazy.
I love that.
And then he does Liar Liar, and then after that he does Truman Show, Man on the Moon. Like he starts doing the more dramatic ones. So that was kind of like a shift in his career. At least that's kind of in my mind. That's why I like it the most. Plus, I just think it's the funniest. I watched it again last year, and that movie just holds up so well. Like all the jokes still hit. I still laugh my ass off, and I do not laugh like that when I watch comedies now. Like newer comedies. So it's got to be something to that. Edits for Your Soul says, going to watch Empire. Fingers crossed it'll end up on my favorites list. So have you not seen Empire? What are you talking about? You haven't seen Empire Strikes Back? Is that what you're saying? You got to watch Empire Strikes Back. Anakin and Luke are like father and son. Definitely. Like people complain about Hayden Christensen, the way he played Anakin, how he was whiny and stuff. I was like, did you not see Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy? Like, he was whiny too. If anything, he was playing the character correctly.
Spitting image, yeah.
Stranger Boy says, LOL Kim, what's your wife's reaction when she sees you come home like a whole stack of Blu-rays? It was yeah, I don't think she realized exactly how much I bought till I told her later on. And yeah, she just kind of shook her head and moved on with her life. I don't do it every Tuesday, but today was nuts. I don't know what to say. I have to. If I do the videos, I got to pick something up. I feel like a phony.
You picked up Minari. Did you watch that one yet?
No, we were either going to watch Raya with the kids tonight, or we were going to watch Minari. And so yeah, we'll watch Minari tomorrow night. Yeah. And I want to try to watch The Father this week, so I'll probably end up renting that from like Redbox or something.
I almost blind bought it, but I decided not to. But
I mean, it's a good price. Like, it's only $16, and like I just love the A24 films. Usually, I just buy them all, like because I want them with the slipcovers and everything. 4K Media Guy says, what two actors do you think would make a good duo for a film? Keanu Reeves and Liam Neeson. What two actors do you think would make a good duo for a film? Keanu Reeves and Liam Neeson. Okay, so you're saying Keanu Reeves and Liam Neeson would be your pick.
Yeah, those would be good. I'll let you go first. I'm trying to think.
Let's see. What two actors would make a good duo? Can I go with any time period? Like, can I go with somebody that's not living anymore? Can I go back in time and retroactively pick?
Why not?
I'm trying to think of just two actors I've always wanted to see do something together, and I haven't. It seems like whenever that happens, it always turns out to be not a great movie.
I got one. Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler.
That's a great pick.
Were they ever in a movie together? I don't think so, right?
I don't think they were. I mean, Ben Stiller kind of tied them together because he was in one of Adam Sandler's movies, and he was also in. Actually, he directed The Cable Guy. Did you know that? Did you know Ben Stiller directed The Cable? No, yeah, he directed The Cable Guy, and he was also in it. But that's a good choice. I'm gonna let. I got to think. I really can't think of one that's. I mean, I could give you a basic answer, but I don't know. Keanu Reeves and The Rock. How about that? Ken, what's your wife's reaction? Oh, that's the same question. This is my reaction. She's showing to it's shock face, angry face, hand over her face, and then hands in the air. That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Oh, and before I go, I just want to say that my mom started watching The Woman in the Window, and she said it was so weird, so she stopped watching it, but I don't believe that I'm going to give it a watch. Yeah, it's definitely got a weird style to it. Like, you can tell they're trying to be like a Hitchcock movie, and it just doesn't work at all. I'm going to switch my camera because my freaking I thought I fixed it. Let's see. Boom. All right, so I'm on my other camera now. All right, so let's see. Call me crazy, but I didn't hate The Woman in the Window. Let's see. Die Hard was made in 1988. Okay, so I was we were close. 1989, 1988. Do you believe the original It will get a 4K release? I hope so. I hope it does.
That would be cool.
Are you a big fan of It? I know your wife said yesterday that she liked the It 1990 version.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of both the versions. Honestly, I can't decide between Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise and Tim Curry's Pennywise.
They're both very different.
Yeah, they're different and cool, but maybe I'd pick Tim Curry's Pennywise will be better. But I think the more modern 2015 It is a better movie. But
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. What's your thoughts on It Chapter 2, though?
Yeah, that one, I liked it, but not nearly as enough, or not nearly as much as the first part. And my main gripe with It Chapter 2 was just, it was way too damn long. And I didn't care for all the flashbacks with the kids. Like, the kids are the first
weird
part.
de-aging shit.
I don't know, but whatever. It was okay.
Well, that's the weird thing about it because you're comparing all. If you compare all three of them, it's like you have to almost put it chapter 1 and it chapter 2 together to compare them, because the first one is the entire story. So everybody says, even in the book, they say that the kid part is the best part of the its story. So it would make sense that it chapter 1 is the better movie of the two.
The book was great.
Yeah, the book was. I mean, I read that book when I was like 12 or something. Like that's what I read when I was younger. I read Stephen King and Star Wars novelizations and Goosebump books. That's that's pretty much my. I used to read a lot. I wish I would get back into reading more. Let's see. What up, movie peeps? What are y'all watching tonight? I'm gonna try to watch one of these releases I got. I think I'm gonna watch The Final Countdown tonight on 4K. What are you gonna watch?
Well, me and my wife watched Saw, the first original, because she's never seen it, and it was pretty good. She enjoyed it. I enjoyed rewatching it, but I'm not gonna watch nothing else when I get off here. I'll be
Gonna go to
heading to bed.
I hear you, man. So did she saw Spiral, but she hadn't seen the first Saw yet?
Yeah. So, but hey, I guess you don't really need to. But
I guess not.
it was enjoyable enough.
She got into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched the first Saw last week. It's a good movie. I think the first Saw is good. It's not one of my favorites, but it's good. It's better than most of the sequels. My wife and I gone to Dollar General Blu-ray hunts recently. Found some cool stuff. The highlights include Out of Print King Kong 1933, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Natural Born Killers Diamond Lux Edition. Was all that in DVD or Blu-ray? Because if you found the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 in Blu-ray, that's a good find. I actually went to some Dollar Generals today for a hunt that I'm going to drop on Saturday, and I found a couple of really cool releases that I won't talk about until the video. Let's see where we at. Shouldn't Halloween Kills and Ends technically be called All Saints Day Massacre because it will take place on November 1st? Sure, if you want to get technical, but I mean it's a Halloween movie, so you call it Halloween. That's what you do. I mean, Halloween 2 technically take place on November 1st, the original. So yeah, it's you call it Halloween. Better overall movies: Julianne Moore or Isabella Huppert? Julianne Moore is one of my favorite actresses, so I would say her. And I'm not as familiar with Isabella's filmography.
Yeah, I'm not really. What movies was Julianne Moore in?
She was in The Woman in the Window that I watched over the weekend. But she's also in Boogie Nights. She's in The Big Lebowski, which I watched for the first time last week, and it's pretty great.
Oh yeah, I know.
She's got red hair. She was in The Lost World, Jurassic Park. She was in the Psycho remake, Crazy Stupid Love. Yeah, she's one of the best actresses. She's been in tons of movies.
Yeah, I'll go with her.
Yeah, Isabella Huppert, I think, was in that the movie with Chloe Grace Moretz from a couple of years ago, Greta or something, came out last year or something.
Haven't seen it.
It was okay. Are you guys excited for the prequel Game of Thrones show? Definitely. Definitely excited for more Game of Thrones. I'm just hoping it doesn't end up like a Fear the Walking Dead situation where it's just like drastically
just why
lower quality, but it's HBO. They don't put out crap usually.
True.
So, but I want to ask you, since you're here and we're talking Game of Thrones for a second, because this might be the only opportunity. But what's your thoughts on season 8?
You know what? I don't hate it like everyone else does. Obviously, it's the worst season, but I enjoyed it for what it was. My main problem was it was too rushed. I will say that. They could have did 10 episodes. And as for the ending, what happened, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but I could see it happening. I mean, it's Game of Thrones. It's not going to, you can't expect to be happy with the ending because the show doesn't try to make you happy at all while watching it.
No, it doesn't. It crushed me in the first season.
Yeah, you know that the two favorites, either Jon or Dany, are going to die. You just know that. So
yeah, I feel almost exactly the same way. I didn't have a problem with anything that happened in the final episode where all the characters ended up. Again, it just everything felt so rushed and nothing felt earned. and that was the biggest problem when you're taken on a journey like that for 7 seasons. And you started to see a little bit of the cracks in season 7. You started to see it coming a little bit. You're like, how are you going to wrap this up in 6 episodes? Like, I don't see that happening. So, yeah, they should have made both 7 and 8 10 episodes. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess Benioff and Weiss were just done. I prefer action movies on 4K. Yeah, I mean, action definitely lends itself to the 4K format, I think. Pretty says, okay, let's go Game of Thrones. Would you like season 9, The Return of Daenerys, or remake of season 8? See, do you want a season 9, The Return of Daenerys? I guess she gets resurrected or something. Sorry, spoiler alert again. That was 2 years ago. Or a remake of season 8.
If I had to pick, I'd do season 9. Just a fun little 1 season thing. That'd be kind of cool. Remake, I don't think that's necessary.
Nah, don't Snyder cut it. It is what it is. That's what happens. Good question, Pratty. If Billy from Black Xmas was in a room with Michael Myers, what would happen? Have you seen Black Christmas?
I have not, no.
And that comes from Apollo Balboa, 1985. I don't know if he's been in here before, but welcome, Apollo Balboa. I'm a huge Rocky fan. And I was also born in 1985. Let's see. I think Michael Myers would wipe the floor with Billy from Black Christmas, but that's just my opinion. Bill Tyrell says the number 23 is an underrated Jim Carrey movie. Also a Joel Schumacher movie.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good movie. But yeah, we'll take a small little break right here to remind everybody we got 31 people in the chat right now. If you can you smash that like button? I would definitely appreciate it. And also hit Danny K's links down below to his YouTube channel. Subscribe to him. Follow him on Instagram and all that great stuff. So let's see. NM Media asks, Ace Ventura makes me laugh every time. It does me too. It's one of my favorite comedies as well.
And the first one, it actually films. They filmed it in Collier County, which is where I live. So that's pretty cool.
You're down in Florida?
Yeah.
Close to, is that close to Miami?
It's like a 2.5 hour drive.
Okay. Yeah. The first one was like a childhood favorite of mine. I watched that movie so many times. I've only seen the second one probably twice, maybe 3 times. I didn't watch that one a lot. It wasn't that I didn't think it was funny. It's just not one I remember revisiting a whole bunch. Except for the one thing I can remember from it is and you must be the Monopoly guy. And then when he comes out of the rhino's ass, which is an iconic scene. Huckbone said Jim should have been nominated for his work as Andy Kaufman in Man on the Moon. I can't believe he wasn't. That's surprising.
Phenomenal.
I need to watch that. Edits for Your Soul says, I've seen Empire already, but it was 3+ years ago. Oh, okay. What's y'all's favorite fallback film? Like the film you go to when nothing makes sense or when you hit a movie block. It's just as same as a writer's block. What y'all's fallback film?
Like a movie we can just watch anytime, that kind of deal?
Are you saying like when we're like depressed or when we just don't even see the point of living or the meaning of life anymore? Is that what you're saying? Something like that? I'll say either Superbad or I Love You, Man. Those are 2 movies that I watch often, mostly because it feels like they're on every single streaming service. And whenever I boot up a streaming service to find a random movie, it feels like I can find I Love You, Man or Superbad the quickest, or Office Space. It's one of my favorite comedies.
Nice. Yeah, I'll go with either Beetlejuice, A Princess Bride, or a Goofy movie, which I love that movie.
Beetlejuice is great. It's in my top 5 of all time. And Princess Bride, I have the Criterion. I haven't watched it yet. I need to sit down and make my family watch that because it's been forever since I've seen it. And I do love that movie. I love Carrey Elwes. He's such an underrated actor. He like elevates Saul so incredibly much. That movie would be like schlocky crap without him in it. Like he's really good in the movie, and I love him in Liar Liar too. Let's see. Target always does ridiculous prices for their movies. Yeah, sometimes it's very strange week to week. I know that, and I try to note this in my Blu-ray hunting videos because I'll go to Best Buy, I'll go to Target, I'll go to Walmart. Every now and then, Target will be cheaper than both Walmart and Best Buy. It never seems like they can all stay on the same page. It's either Target's cheaper than Best Buy on one thing, or Best Buy is cheaper than Target, or Walmart's cheaper than both of them. And
Right.
it's like, I don't know. It's
That's why
weird.
you got to go to all of them.
You go to all of them, but then it's like by the time you get to one location, you may be counting on it to be cheaper there, but it might be more, and then you're screwed because you don't want to backtrack. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Eugene Rawls is in here. You have Friday the 13th box set in your collection. Did you get the Friday the 13th box set?
I did not.
Are you a big Friday the 13th fan?
No, I've only seen like the first two, and then I seen like Freddy versus Jason, Jason Goes to Hell. But no, I never really got much into those movies.
I get it. I get it. Are you a big Halloween fan and Nightmare on Elm Street fan?
Yeah, Halloween I probably would like more than the other two, but again, I haven't seen all of those ones. I've seen the first one, and I've seen Halloween 2018, and I can't wait to watch the
I mean,
newest
that's all
one.
you really need now because they erased all the other ones. So
Yeah.
that's the only ones you
I
watch.
do want
But
to watch them though eventually.
yeah, it's a strange franchise. It goes in some weird directions, and they like restart the timeline at least 5 different
Mm.
times. But I don't know. In my opinion, I hate the Rob Zombie Halloween reboots with a burning passion. I would tell you to steer clear of that like the plague.
Right.
But you can watch all the rest of them. But yeah, that Friday the 13th box set is incredible. It's the centerpiece of my collection. I need to finish watching all of them because I haven't watched a few of them. I watched 7 of them last year when I first got it, but I didn't finish. Film Geeks is in the house. Trevor's here. What's up,
Yo.
guys? What is up, man? He was a guest a couple of weeks ago. Definitely go check out his channel. He may
Awesome
have
channel.
got a Blu-ray hunting video out today. Who knows? Brady says, thanks, Michelle. What would be your answer? Film Geek says, picked up Raya on 4K today, and man, I'm hyped.
Hell
I know
yeah.
that movie was so good. I wasn't anticipating it being as good as it was, but I really did enjoy Raya.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey and Matthew Lillard, aka Shaggy.
There you go.
That's good. Cable Guy is the best. Sam Sweet. Yeah, that's Ben Stiller's character. Good one, Stranger Boy. I didn't hate Woman in the Window either. The ending was just messy. Yeah, it's. I mean, my wife kind of liked it. She was a fan of it, so I wasn't the biggest fan. I thought the whole movie was a little messy, but there is one really cool like sequence in it that I thought was really well done. Other than that, not great. Thoughts on Children of the Corn? Have you seen those Corn children?
Yeah, I only seen the first one, and it was a long time ago. But I mean, I was real young. I remember it freaked me out. That's another one I want to revisit. I need to watch all of those.
I
How is
remember
it?
watching as a kid and being freaked out by it too. I did revisit it a few years ago. It's still a decent horror movie, but it's a hot take. I don't think it's the classic horror movie that most people remember. It's got Linda Hamilton in it. She does her
Okay.
best to kind of elevate it. And it came out the same year as Terminator 2. So she was having a good year that year. The first Terminator and Children of the Corn. But it's got some really ridiculous like kid acting in it. Like especially
Oh
like
yeah.
the main boy in it. Yeah, the acting's not great from the kids. Like they're scary when they're not talking, but as soon as they open their mouths, like you just want to punch them in the face, and they're just
Oh
not threatening anymore at all.
yeah.
And the sequels get very strange. If I remember, I watched at least 3 or 4 of them when I was a kid. Whenever they do de-aging, it always looks like the sun is shining on someone, not in a good way. Yeah, that's pretty much how chapter 2 looked. They looked
Oh yeah.
really like glossy almost. But yeah,
Hmm.
Married with Media said, I would want a remake of season 8 where Danny didn't turn to the dark side. How did you feel about that dark side turn?
Yeah, I kind of liked it to be honest. A lot of people didn't like that, but I'm like, hell yeah, burn that city down, kill all those innocent people
It
and
made
children.
sense. All the signs were there. I do think they didn't do enough to let you know that she was heading in that direction. But just going all the way back to season 1, like it was there from the beginning. What is your favorite Batman? What is your favorite Bruce
Mm.
Wayne? That's a
Yeah,
good question.
actually talked about this on my stream yesterday. So I think Affleck is a better Bruce Wayne, but Christian Bale kills it as Batman. And of course, I love Michael Keaton too, but I'll go with Christian Bale as the better Batman.
All right, so I mean, I love Michael Keaton as both. But I will say that I think that Christian Bale does a better Bruce Wayne than a Batman. But my answer is truly Michael Keaton is both. I love him as both of those, but that's just my nostalgia creeping in. I like Ben Affleck as Batman too. I just don't think that we got enough of him.
True.
But yeah.
He needs his own movie.
He did, man. I was really looking forward to that when they first announced that Ben Affleck's gonna write, direct, star in his own Batman movie. I was like, "Fucking hell yeah, man! Like that's gonna be awesome." And then it's like, Ben Affleck doesn't want to do it anymore, and he's tired of getting asked Batman questions at freaking interviews and stuff because he's a serious director that's making serious movies like Argo and Live by Night. But you're also fucking Batman, dude. So answer the Batman questions. But I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get it. But Travis Starling says those Dollar General pickups were all Blu-ray. It hit probably $30 in all. If I see one more copy of Paddington 2 or Dolphin Tale 2, I'm gonna lose. I saw a lot of Dolphin Tale 2 when I was in Dollar General, so I feel you there. But that's a good deal on that Texas Chainsaw out of print. Yeah, because that thing's probably going for a lot. Get in the spoilers, Danny. Unleash the anger. Secular Monk says season 8 was so rushed that they couldn't take out the Starbucks coffee cup. I remember that.
That's awesome.
Being a big thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Secular Monk says I would follow Arya. It would be cool to see what is west of Westeros. Yeah, that would be cool to see.
Yeah.
Another little break, guys. We do have 40 people in here right now.
Damn.
If you guys could hit that like button. Definitely appreciate it. And also leave a question down below for me and Danny to answer. We want to talk to y'all about some physical media, about some movies. Get your questions in there. Game of Thrones, movies, TV, Blu-ray 4Ks, whatever. Danny's got a very impressive collection right there behind him. If you want him to get out of his chair and pick up something off the shelf, he'll do that for you, or at least I assume that you will. But I don't even think you have to get up, right? You can just turn about. Because I remember you. Yeah, you're like me. I just have to reach back there and pick whatever. Yeah, so definitely ask us a question in the chat. Patrick Coran says hello. Well, hello, Patrick Coran. How are you doing tonight? We're just talking movies, physical media.
Right on.
Ask us a question. Pratty says, I was having a ball up until episode 3 when Arya lodged that dagger, and then they just killed 2 entities for shock value in just one episode. Trying to replicate the Red Wedding, maybe? I can see that. Is he talking about when Arya lodged that dagger
into the Night
So
King,
are you
right?
trying to go like non-spoiler because it's the Night King that she killed, right? That's what you're talking about. How did you feel about that battle? Was that anticlimactic for you, or was the battle good?
No, I liked it. But the episode before that, episode 2, that was a great episode when they were all getting ready for the battle and they think they're gonna die, and Podrick singing, and that was a great song, by the way. Jenny's song, I listen to it all the time, and that was just such a beautiful episode.
Bran
One of my
was
favorite episodes.
Knighted and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great episode. I remember the beginning of episode 3 being super tense. Like there was just they were going all around all around Winterfell. Everybody was getting ready, and it was just dark, and it was like, holy shit! You just knew something was getting ready to happen, and they looked out in there, and they could just, you knew the White Walkers right there. I don't know. It was like everything culminating into one. The actual battle, I did like the battle a lot, but again, like you couldn't see a lot. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was a whole thing, and I watched it live as it aired on HBO Max, and my TV's not like hooked up to a wire, so it kept buffering. And then I couldn't see. It was just all kinds of issues. I did rewatch it later with all the lights out and my TV brightness turned way up. I need to buy that in 4K because I'm almost positive it would probably look pretty good in 4K.
Yeah.
And I just and one of the things that annoyed me with that battle is they all got locked in a corner with a bunch of zombies. going all over
and
him,
all
and it's
the
like,
mains.
you guys would be dead.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
if this was Game of Thrones season 3 or 4, like, you guys would be done.
Right.
But it's like they all have plot armor, and it's like the stakes just didn't feel as high.
Right.
Then they killed Jorah at the end or whatever. Sorry, spoiler alert again.
Yeah. Very convenient. But
and then Arya jumps in at just the right time to take out the Night King. And I wasn't like completely on board with her being the one to take him out, but I don't know.
But
guess it makes sense.
If we're gonna talk great battles, the Battle of the Bastards.
That's it, man.
Epic. One of the greatest battles I've ever seen in TV or movies.
I would go as far as to say that is the greatest battle in TV and movies. I don't think there's one battle that tops it for me in anything. I absolutely love just the way they shot Jon Snow underneath all those people. Just the way they filmed it, because not a lot of war movies really show like the body count build up as it's going on. Right. And the way they did that in there was just so well done. Just bodies stacked on top of each other. He's being freaking buried in bodies. I don't know. And just the beginning of it, like him running out in the middle and then all the horses coming. And
so epic.
Yeah, it was freaking epic. I just love a good hero shot. And that's like probably the best that I've ever seen. But enough about Game of Thrones for now. Choose one: The Son of No One, We Own the Night, or Pride and Glory. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any of them. Have you seen any of those?
No.
This is a good question. Name your top 3 underrated Al Pacino movies. I don't know. All Al Pacino movies are pretty
right.
Pretty
first that comes
popular. I'll say Dog Day Afternoon is definitely one that's super underrated that I saw for the first time this year. So I'll say Dog Day Afternoon for one.
Yeah, I still need to watch that. If we're talking underrated, Insomnia with Al Pacino and Robin Williams.
That's a good answer.
Enough people talk about that, and it's hard for me to think of an underrated Al Pacino movie. I could think of a bunch of great ones, but
yeah, I could say Scarface and Heat, but I feel like those are like ones that anybody would pick as some of his best. So
yeah,
I'll go. What about Jack and Jill? He was pretty good in that. With Adam Sandler.
He was in that?
Yeah. Don Pacino, Al Pacino.
Oh wow.
Al Pacino's an actor I've been digging more into his filmography this year. And I'm slowly starting to realize that he might be like the greatest living actor of all time.
He's one of the best.
Scarface was freaking, it's probably like one of my favorite movies now. It's definitely probably like in my top 50. I absolutely love that movie. And Dog Day Afternoon was also incredible. And I watched Heat for the first time last year, which he's so freaking good in that movie.
I still need to watch that one.
It's so freaking good. Him and Robert De Niro. But in The Irishman, I wasn't a huge fan of The Irishman, but he was like the shining spotlight in that movie.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd say I've got Dog Day Afternoon. You've got Insomnia. Do we got one more we could throw in there?
How about it's not an Al Pacino movie, but he's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I really like his.
Or I was gonna say Devil's Advocate. Maybe have you seen that one?
No.
I feel like that's a popular movie though. Any Given Sunday. How about that? Going to have to sign off. Going to watch the back of my eyelids. Enjoy the stream. Have a great night, everyone. Well, awesome having you here, Travis. And maybe you can check out the rest of the stream tomorrow when you wake up. Stranger Boy 101 says, LOL, Texas Chainsaw storyline is way more confusing. Apollo Balboa 1985 says, what movie have you found the more you watch, the less you like it? For me, it's Halloween 2018. I can see that take because for me, I've seen Halloween 2018 3 times. I watched it in theaters and loved it. Watched it at home, really liked it. Watched it again. Starting to see more of the holes in that movie, more of the problems. I still really like it. It's still a great performance by Jamie Lee Curtis, and I think Michael Myers is super badass in it. It's definitely a return to form for that character. But yeah, I can see that take. Let's see. What movie have you found the more you watch, the more or less you like it?
It's hard.
Yeah, there is one that I feel like, but yeah, I'll say Halloween 2018. It Chapter 1 was also that way for me. I know you said that's one of your favorites, but when I watched it at home a couple more times, I did like it a little bit less. And the funny thing is, I liked It Chapter 2 a little bit more when I watch that one at
Oh,
home. So
really?
I'd say they're
Okay.
both kind of equal to me now.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
go with Bohemian Rhapsody. I remember really liking it in theaters, but now I rewatch it and I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever."
I still love the movie, but I think that the theater setting like made that movie because it felt like you were in a concert,
True.
like a stadium concert watching the movie in the theaters. When I bought it on 4K and watched it at home, I still really liked the movie, loved the
Hmm.
movie, but it did feel like a little bit of that impact was
Right.
diminished. So I
Yeah.
understand that. Sydney Eubanks says, "What's the Blu-ray that you wish you never bought, but you did anyway?" Um,
Another good one.
I'm trying to think of one. I wish I'm gonna give you a different answer. I would ordinarily I'd want to go to Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, but I picked this up last year, and I wish I would have rented it before I watched it because
Oh,
I
you
thought it
didn't
was
like
gonna
it?
be like I thought it was gonna be like a Hereditary. I did not like
Mm,
this movie. Did
okay.
you like it?
I kind of did. I only watched
Okay.
it once, but it was freaky. I'm gonna go with. I hate to say this because I'm a big Kubrick fan, but Doctor Strangelove. Have you seen this one?
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to watch it again, but it just
uh,
wasn't that funny to me. And
yeah, I watched that one for the first time last year because I got that Columbia Classics 4K
yeah,
box set, and I really liked it.
but I
Um,
actually don't regret buying this because I was gonna return it because I couldn't wait to watch it, so I just watched it on streaming. And I was like, well, I don't want the Blu-ray, but then they said that they would refund me, but they said just to keep it, don't send it back. So I'm like, whatever.
Here's another thing that pissed me off. So I ordered this movie. That I don't know if you're familiar with the director Yorgos Lanthimos, who
I've heard the
did
name.
Killing of a Sacred Deer. He did
I seen that. That was
The
okay.
Lobster. He did The Favorite. The Favorite was the
He
one
does
with
all
the.
those weird movies. Yeah.
So
Okay.
this was like one of his first movies, Dogtooth. And when I ordered this on Amazon, I ordered it for $20. I assumed it was the Blu-ray because it was $20. It came in. They
Okay.
gave me a freaking
Oh.
DVD because I saw everybody posting about it on Instagram. They were all showing off the Blu-ray. So I get online, I type in Dogtooth Blu-ray, and it takes me to this, and I just hit it and ordered it. It was $20, came in a DVD, and I went back and looked, and it was the DVD that I ordered. I just assumed it was a Blu-ray because of the way they made the packaging look on Amazon. So I definitely regret buying that. I should have sent it back, but I didn't because I'm lazy.
Well, how
Uh,
was the movie though?
I haven't watched it. I've still yet to watch it. It pissed me off so
Okay.
much it's still in the plastic and I haven't watched it. I have The Lost Boy on VHS. Awesome. I definitely still have a lot of VHSs. Do you still have some of your VHSs?
Yeah, most of them are my wife's, and they're mainly Disney movies. But yeah.
The clamshell cases?
Hmm.
I still have a few. I think my parents still have a lot of the Disney movies, but I still have a few of the clamshell cases of the Goosebump TV show.
Oh, that's cool.
Couple of those. Patrick Coran said, I got to watch Riot in the theaters and thought it was great. Disney animated movie. Definitely a
Awesome.
great Disney animated movie. What's your favorite Disney animated movie?
Yeah,
What's your
easily.
top five? I'm gonna make you say your top
Okay,
five
The
because I know you're
Lion
a big Disney
King,
fan.
a Goofy movie. Let's go with Moana. Snow White. I gotta go with Snow White. And did I say Pinocchio? No, no.
No,
Scratch that. Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid's the first movie I saw in theaters.
Oh, nice.
Stranger Boy 101 says Children of the Corn or Pet Cemetery. Definitely Pet Cemetery. Definitely Pet
Yeah,
Cemetery. I think that
I'll go.
it's a way better movie and it's also just scarier, I think.
Yeah, Pet
Um,
Cemetery, and I haven't seen the newer one. Is it any good?
it was okay. It wasn't great or nothing, but I thought it was okay.
Hey, quick question. So I love the original Carrey. How are the remakes? Are they? Should I? They seem pointless to
So
me.
they only
Like,
did
why?
one remake. They did the Chloe Grace Moretz one.
Uh-huh.
Um, and that was from what I remember, it was fine.
Yeah.
I don't even remember feeling any sort of way about that one. But you might be thinking of the Rage Carrie 2, which came out in like 1999, so it was like 20 years after the
Oh, okay.
original. That was not a great sequel. That
Okay.
was a little bit too little, too late. To be honest, I don't remember much about it other than I did watch it. But yeah,
But
so
you like
let's.
the original?
Yeah, again, the original. It's another one that I feel kind of the same way about Children of the Corn. A lot of people hold that one up as like a classic. But also, I need to watch it again because it's been a while since I've seen it. I do own it on Blu-ray, but I have not watched the Blu-ray since I bought it. So I probably haven't seen that movie since the DVD days. But yeah, it's a Stephen King class. It's one of his first adaptations, I think.
Yeah, I really like.
If not the very first one. Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton's in the chat. That's pretty cool. You both have amazing collections behind you. Thank you for keeping physical media alive. That's definitely the goal here on this channel, is to keep physical media alive, and we'll hold on until the very end, until Best Buy removes all of their physical media. Did you see I got Best Buy commented on one of my pictures?
I seen that, man.
I'm still yet to reply,
right
but I was gonna reply back something smart ass about bringing their physical media back, but I haven't done it yet.
Get some more shelves in there.
I was like, yeah. They said something about it's blue-tastic or something. I was like, come on. Maria Cordillo says, hey, just wanted to pop in and say you're doing great with these episodes. Leaving a like, definitely catching the replay. Well, thank you so much, Maria. Definitely go follow her and Joe on their channel. They do great videos every Saturday. Stranger Boy 101 says, do your kids watch your YouTube videos? They don't care one way or the other about my YouTube videos.
Yeah. My daughter doesn't, unless I doing a stream. I'll say, hey, hop on there and ask some questions, because I don't have a bunch of comments like you do yet. So I tell my wife and daughter, I'm like, ask some questions.
You'll get there, man. The more you do it, it's a work in progress. I definitely remember the days where my first streams, I would have like 3 or 4 people in there, and I would just be talking to myself the whole time. And that's just the way it goes. But I mean, my daughter today, like, we just now got her like a YouTube, I guess, login or whatever, so she could subscribe to some of her favorite channels and stuff. And she said she saw my video pop up, and I said, well, did you play it? Did you leave a like? She goes, no. And I said, okay.
Hell no.
I said, okay, cool. That's awesome. Alex Thomas says, what's up, guys? What is up, Alex? How are you doing today? Awesome YouTuber and channel as well. Go check him out. He says he's currently watching Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost on DVD. So I saw that you bought those over the weekend, so I'm glad that you're getting a chance to sit down and watch them. Maria Cordillo said, did you pick up Minari? I'm so excited about it. Also, do you have a copy of Bambi? So yes, I did pick up Minari. It's right here, and I'm hoping I'll get to watch that tomorrow. And no, I don't have a copy of Bambi. I used to. I think the last time I owned Bambi was probably VHS, and that's probably the last time I watched it too. So
I'm not crazy about that one, and I love Disney movies, but
don't say that in front of Maria. That's her favorite movie of all time.
That's right. I've seen her on the movie battles, right?
She owns like 185 different versions of Bambi.
Wow.
But, you know, Bambi, I don't know. I have to go back and rewatch it. It's been a while. I remember it having a really traumatizing opening. I know that. Yeah. Danny, how many Blu-rays do you own? Great question.
Last I counted, it was about 220-ish. I'm probably around 240, give or take. And
That's
DVDs,
a respectable collection.
Yeah, it's getting bigger. And DVDs probably around 400, because I was a big DVD collector before Blu-rays. And so not the biggest, but you know, it's what I got.
At least you didn't make the same mistake I did and go out and sell all your DVDs like 4 years ago because you want to go digital and then decide quickly that was a big mistake. So I didn't go right on my horror DVDs though, so thank goodness for that. And I've since started collecting more DVDs because I just want to own the movie. I don't really care about the formats and stuff sometimes. I do for specific movies like releases, but sometimes I'm in stores and I see it and I don't own it, I grab it because DVDs are cheap. You can get them like $1 now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Apollo Balboa, 1985 asks, I hear alto about the demise of physical media. When do you foresee its end? Never.
Yeah, hopefully never. That would suck.
I'm of the opinion that all these streaming services, the bubble's going to burst eventually, and people are going to come to their senses and realize that that paying for 85 different streaming services is more expensive than just buying it on Blu-ray. because you can't guarantee it's going to be on that streaming service next month, but you can always guarantee your
Exactly.
Blu-ray is going to be on your shelf and you can watch it. So I
And
think that day's
also,
coming.
they can't edit your Blu-rays and take stuff out and censor and all
Nope.
that crap.
Nope. Well, they might be able to. It depends on if you're like hooked up to online. If you're like on a PS4, maybe they get to the point where they'll hack into your PS4 and
Oh,
they'll
wow.
rewrite your Blu-ray. So maybe that's something we'll have to watch out for next. Because do you remember like I don't know if they do that so much anymore, but like the Blu-rays from like I don't know the 2010 to like 2013, they would have different previews on them depending on what time period you were in. So if you're watching a Blu-ray from like 2012, you would get more recent previews for
Huh.
like Universal if it was a Universal release, only if you were connected to online. And somebody can tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm making this up in my head, but I feel like I remember the previews on some of my Blu-rays being different every single time I watched them if I was hooked up to online.
That's
It's
new to
crazy.
me.
Secular Monk asks, what is your rarest piece of physical media?
Rarest. I got a Dogma, the special collector's edition, but it's the DVD. I mean, it's not that rare, but they don't make them no more, and it's kind of hard to find. And also this right here, this Once Upon a Time, this isn't rare, but it's expensive if you want it. I got it for $60, but it'll be like probably over
Yeah,
$200 now.
I'm jealous. I wish I would have got that because I almost got it
It's
back
like
when it
my
came
favorite.
out, and I didn't. I was out of my double dipping phase, and I just went ahead and grabbed the regular 4K.
Mm.
And I really wish I would have got that because that is awesome looking. Doesn't it have like a vinyl in it too?
Yeah, it's got a vinyl, a little Mad Magazine book, a Bounty Law poster,
Yeah.
or no, Operation Dynamite. Maybe I'll show you real quick.
Yeah, check it out.
But
Because if it's rare, but a lot
it
of people
comes with
probably haven't
this
seen it.
Mad Magazine, which I used to be subscribed to this. It's got
Awesome.
this cool Operation Dynamite, Rick Dalton,
It's awesome.
and let's look here. Well, I don't
It's
got
like
the disc
it's like
fell
a
out, but
small
it's
vinyl or something, isn't it?
yeah. Well, let me show you here.
It's not like a
Check
full
it out.
size.
And yeah, it's like a little smaller.
So how does that work? Like I'm not huge into the vinyls, but how does that
I don't
play?
know. I don't have a player, but I plan on getting one, and really like the artwork. It's kind of hard to see,
Yeah, it's badass.
but yeah, man, it's pretty cool.
How great is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Like I
Dude,
love that movie so much. That's one that gets better for me every single time I watch it.
it's as good as Pulp Fiction to me. It's fantastic. I watched it 3 times in theaters, and
Yeah.
it's so amazing.
It's crazy to think because Pulp Fiction is my favorite Tarantino movie, but I feel like in like 10 years that movie could easily take it as my favorite Tarantino movie because it's already moved up to my top 5.
Right.
And when I first saw it, it was like 8 or 9. I didn't really understand what to make of it the first time I watched it. I knew I liked it, but I was like, I don't know about this. Like there really wasn't a story, and it kind of just moved through
And
the
that's why it's so
city.
great.
And then when I watched it again, I just appreciated just being in this world with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio's characters for 2.5 hours so much. And it's very soothing. It's just a very soothing, cool, calm watch. And I love the ending.
Yeah.
I
Oh
loved
yeah.
it so much. When that guy comes out of the window, and Leonardo DiCaprio's in the pool and he's just like, oh shit. He starts jumping everywhere. Like I bust out laughing every time.
And he
I
grabs
love
a
that movie.
flamethrower. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so great. Jessica Herrera is in the house. What is up? She says, Happy New Release Tuesday. Well, Happy New Release Tuesday to you, Jessica. I hope you grabbed some good stuff today. And let me know what you grabbed in the chat. Pretty says, Episode 2 was so good. Brienne's knighting was long due after all the shit she's been through. Also, how did you guys feel when Dothraki's was all gone just at the beginning of the battle? That was freaking scary.
Yeah, it's almost kind of wrong. Like, let's send these guys out there first. They're the expendable.
Yeah, it's like that was those are the guys that if anybody's going to kick ass in that battle, it was going to be those guys. And they went right into there and the flames went out and you were like, fuck, they are fucked now. Let's see. Patrick Grant says, name your top 2 Nicolas Cage movies. Do you have two off the top of your head?
Let's go National Treasure and maybe Matchstick Men.
Not Matchstick. That's one I need to watch again. I
Oh,
posted a picture of the
Sam
Weatherman on my
Rockwell.
Instagram last night. I do need to watch that one.
It's a good one for sure.
I'll go The Wicker Man, and I'll go. No, I'm just kidding. It's Con Air for sure. Is my number one. It's one of my favorite action movies. I rewatched that one all the time as a kid, and then I'll go Mandy for something more recent. I really liked Mandy a lot.
I watched it once. I didn't care for it.
It's a trip. It's a trippy ass movie, but I get it if you didn't care for it.
I liked Color Out of Space better. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, and I didn't like that one as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I liked Mandy better than Color Out of Space. That one was weird.
You like Face Off?
Face Off I watched for the first time in like 20 years last year, and I like it for its cheesiness. It's a very cheesy action film, but it's freaking ridiculous. Not one of my favorites, but it's definitely got great action. It's definitely got great action. I'd say of like the Nicolas Cage trilogy, I guess action trilogy of the 90s, you got Face Off, you got Con Air, you got The Rock. It's my least favorite of the three. And The Rock's one I need to rewatch again. Pratty says, Al Pacino, Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon, The Devil's Advocate. The film is campy, but he's terrific as Satan. Yeah, I agree. That's a movie that it wasn't a great movie, I don't think, but he was really great as Satan. ABS is in the house. Hello, guys. Can I have a request for you guys? Can you show the full design of your t-shirt you wear right now with standing full screen, each other, and remove earphone and microphone in front of you? I'm not doing all that, man. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'll show you the shirt. It's a Michael Myers shirt, and it says "Killing It since '78." Like it. It's one of my favorite shirts.
Right. So, like, why does he want to see that? It makes me.
I don't know. He's some kind of troll. He comes in here every week.
I'll show the shirt. Look, because I really like this shirt, so I'll show it off. It's Red Apple. That's the brand of cigarettes from Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need that T-shirt for real.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's I made the mistake of humoring him. I fed the troll, and now he comes back every week, and I still do it. I think it's kind of funny, but I'm not removing my earphones, my microphone. I'm not doing all that. You give a mouse a cookie, and he's gonna want a glass of milk. I swear to God. Reaction and Reviews 21 says, thoughts on G.I. Joe's Snake Eyes origin trailer. What'd you think about that trailer? Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. Is that the new one that's coming out?
Yeah, it was only like 40 seconds, and it looked okay. I'll watch it, but I wasn't a huge fan of those first two G.I. Joe movies that came out like 10 years ago, to be honest.
No.
And also to be honest, I'm not a big G.I. Joe fan in general. I didn't watch the cartoon when I was growing up either.
No.
So sorry. Pratty says Dr. Strangelove didn't resonate with me as well, Danny. Due for a rewatch now. Well, there you go. You have another Dr. Strangelove hater in the chat.
Kubrick's awesome though, man.
He is. What's your you've seen all of his movies because you have a ranking up on your channel, right?
All of them, yep.
Yeah, I watched all of his movies for the first time last year.
Me too, or this year. Yeah.
So as long as you don't want to spoil your ranking, if you want more people to go check it out.
No, I don't
care. What's your top 5, Cooper?
1, I have The Shining, of course. 2, Full Metal Jacket. 3, Eyes Wide Shut. 4, what did I have as 4? I forget. I'm drawing a blank. What's some of his other movies?
What's your thoughts on Clockwork Orange? Is that one of them?
Clockwork Orange. That was my number 4.
Okay.
And 5th, I can't think of it, but
I was surprised. I loved Pass the Glory a lot. Like that's probably like one of my favorite war movies now. I love World War I movies. I think I like those better than World War II, and I don't think that's very popular, but
no.
Because I love 1917. That's my favorite war movie. Wonder Woman for the World War I scenes, and Pass the Glory is really good. And then you got All Quiet on the Western Front. So yeah, I would go number 1's The Shining, number 2 is Full Metal Jacket. So we got the same top 2, and then I would go Clockwork Orange, and then I would go. I forget where I went. I did an entire ranking last year too, but that's my top 3. We'll say top 3. I feel like I did Pass the Glory at 4 maybe. And then I'm trying to think. I didn't like Eyes Wide Shut, though. I didn't like Eyes Wide Shut. That's not one of my favorites. Is Black Widow an event movie? It says reaction and reviews. I'd say so. I mean, it's a Marvel movie. Most of the Marvel movies are event movies.
Yeah.
So yeah. Reaction and reviews 21. Saw Army of the Dead in theaters. Had a great experience. It's worth my money. It's a good movie. I'll watch that on Netflix on Friday. But
Yeah, is it out yet already or on
it's
Netflix?
I guess Zack Snyder did some kind of deal with Netflix that said he had to release it in theaters for 1 week before the next
Oh, it's in
Netflix release,
theaters.
because it was in theaters last Friday. It's going to be
Okay.
on Netflix this Friday.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'll
yeah,
watch it on Netflix.
I'll wait till it goes to Netflix and I'll watch it. That feels like a Netflix watch to me, but I could be wrong. Marie Cordillo says, Jay and I are big fans of Moana. Great soundtrack. Yes, it has 3D. Haha. Yes. I love Moana too. That's my second favorite Disney
Awesome.
movie.
Awesome.
Love that movie. It's just a sentimental movie to me too, kind of, because I remember taking my daughter to see it in theaters when she was like 2, and then she loved it, and we watched it all the time when she was little, so much that I kind of got tired of it there for a little bit, but I still love the soundtrack. Sydney Eubanks says, name your top 5 Blu-ray movie recommendations to buy. Doesn't matter what genre. That's a good question. You're going to make me look into my collection.
Yeah. I'm just grabbing some. And I could just pull 5 at random, really. All right, so I got Drive with Ryan Gosling. It's my favorite Ryan Gosling movie. I got Enemy. It's
I
my
love
favorite,
that movie.
yeah, dude, favorite Denis Villeneuve movie. You guys got to check this one out. I got
It's my favorite
Blazing
as well.
Saddles. You know, you can't make a movie like this nowadays. It'll get
No, you
canceled
can't.
quicker than crap.
You can't.
I picked Eyes Wide Shut just because Ken said he didn't like it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Kick-Ass, which is one of my favorite superhero movies.
Kick-Ass is Kick-Ass. So I kept, because I got all my boutique labels right behind me. Those are the ones I grabbed the most for. But the one boutique that I didn't grab is Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal. Absolutely recommend this movie.
Hell
It's
yeah.
It's definitely one of his best films, and yeah, it's one of the best movies of the past 10 years for sure. So yeah, check out Nightcrawler. And I grabbed Creepshow, the Scream Factory. It's probably my favorite Scream Factory release, just as far as the packaging, and it also looks great. The transfer on it, and it's one of my favorite horror anthology movies from the 80s. And yeah, Silence of the Lambs, the Criterion. This is a great release, great artwork on this, and it's a great transfer, and yeah, great special features. So definitely check that out. And also a great movie. And American Werewolf in London. This, the last I checked, was only $18 on Amazon, and this is one of the best box sets from Arrow. Just real thick packaging on it, and yeah, some great artwork. And Tremors. This just came out, and it's back in circulation, but I don't think you can get the box set anymore. You can just get the release, but it's still a great transfer and has some of the best special features. They got everybody back. Well, they got Kevin Bacon back to do like special features, like new ones. So he came back like 30 years later. There's like tons of different documentaries on the making of and interviews and stuff, and it's got a lot of great stuff in it. So those are my 5. But yeah, that's a good question. Awesome. Yeah, I love Tremors. Paulo Balboa said, 1985 says, have you seen The Last Blockbuster? It's fantastic. Yeah, I watched it a couple of months ago. I really enjoyed that one. Good documentary.
Who was in that one again?
That's a documentary that came out last year. And it's one of those that really kind of hits you in your heartstrings a little bit, because it kind of reminds you of the old era, how we used to go to the video store and didn't have all the streaming services to watch it at home. Just the communal experience of going out and talking physical media and movies and stuff with other people.
Yeah, I remember going to Blockbuster. Those were the days.
Yeah, so it really kind of plays to that, and it's really good. Eugene Rawls says, I have 351 VHS tapes in my collection. Damn, that's a good collection. Stranger Boy 101 says, LOL, Kellen, do Fortnite gameplay. Maybe your kids will watch. LOL, JK. Yeah, I joke with them all the time about that. I was like, I bet if I was playing Fortnite, y'all would watch me. What? Oh, my God. And I don't know what you're talking about, Maria. Oh, she must be reacting now to your Bambi hate. Stranger Boy 101 said, Danny, did you ever use HD DVD when it was around?
No. Can't say I have.
Nope, I did not either. I still see them in Goodwills every now and then, but I haven't checked those out. I don't get why some people are embarrassed to own DVDs. I don't get it either. I mean, I get DVD shamed every now and then in the comment section on my videos, but I don't care.
I'm not against buying them and watching them occasionally.
Yeah,
Whatever.
who cares? Alex Thomas says, I currently own some DVDs. I don't own Blu-ray, but I would love to upgrade all DVDs to Blu-rays. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the goal, to get it in the better format, but sometimes if you just want the movie, to make sure that you have it in case they do take it off a streaming service, in case they do alter it or whatever they want to do to it, at least you have it. Oh my God, it's a classic. Here I am sitting on over 67 copies, a few different formats, and you guys have none. Thanks for the support. I understand. I appreciate you guys, but
Wow.
fix it. Haha. Well, why don't you send me one of those copies over here,
Yeah.
and I'll have one in my collection. Damn, 67
Yeah, I
copies.
just wasn't. She's talking about Bambi, right?
Yeah, she's talking about Bambi.
Yeah, I just wasn't crazy about it. I don't know, man. That movie lacked a lot of dialogue, and it was just a bunch of like music with animals frolicking around. I don't know. I guess it's just not for everyone, and I'm a big fan of most of those movies.
When did you watch it? Did you watch it recently?
Yeah, I
for the
watched
first
it
time?
this year. Me and my wife and daughter were doing a Disney marathon, and we were watching every single one from Snow White up until now.
Yeah, I watched it a lot as a kid. I just haven't seen it in forever. But yeah, have you done a Bambi collection video? That's what I'm wondering. Hey Ken, how's it going? Says Cal L Daily. Welcome to the chat, Cal L. We're just doing a live Q&A. 4K Media Guy says, I saw Snake Eyes with Cage on Blu-ray at Best Buy. Worth a pickup? I don't know. I've got the funny thing is I actually picked that up last week when I was in stores. If I can find it. In this double pack in Big Lots, it's with Face Off. So I got both of them in a pack for only $2.50 and I 20% off. So this was $2. So I got Snake Eyes for $1, and it released on standalone Blu-ray this week for $13. So I got it on Blu-ray for $1 last week. So yeah, Brian De Palma film, but I haven't seen it.
I hear good things. I haven't seen that one though.
Yeah. Alex Thomas says Universal and Warner Brothers Blu-rays will show trailers for new movies if you're connected to the internet. It's called BD Live. Yep, there we go. I didn't make that up in my head. It was real. Cal L Daily says got Hell or High Water yesterday because you recommended. Awesome, man. Check it out. Check that movie out. Maria, I need to get Bambi as well. LOL. Y'all really love this Once Upon a Time movie. Got to be the most overhyped movie in 10 years. LOL. But hey, have you seen it? Or are you just saying that?
I adore it.
Alex Thomas says, I didn't grab anything new today. My wallet couldn't take it. Mine couldn't either, but it had to. I made it take it. Alex Thomas says, I'll probably buy something this weekend. Awesome, man. Sydney Eubank says, better overall movies, Dennis Quaid or Harrison Ford? Definitely Harrison Ford.
Easy.
I mean, I like Dennis Quaid, but he does not have the filmography that Harrison Ford does. I mean, you got Star Wars, Indiana Jones, all the Jack Ryan films, freaking The Fugitive. Yeah, he's got so many great movies. Last Hero Steel looks so good. Nobody talks about how great that score and motion soundtrack is. Yeah, I need to watch it again. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Have you seen The Last Action Hero?
No, I haven't. I've seen a bunch of people picking it up, and it's weird that I missed that one. It was 90s, right?
Yeah, 93.
I need to check 93. That one out. You recommend?
Like I said, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so it may not hold up, but I'll let you know when I watch it because I plan on reviewing that one. So, Willy's Wonderland or Mandy? Definitely Mandy for me.
Yeah, I'll go Willy's Wonderland. I just enjoyed it more.
Yeah. Did you pick up the Blu-ray for that one?
I did. No slipcover, but whatever.
Yeah, that was disappointing. That was the only thing that came out that week, but I didn't grab it because it didn't have a slipcover. But I thought it was a fun movie. I enjoyed watching it. Let's see. V the Media Maniac said, what's going on, guys? I really enjoy both of your channels. So that's very nice of you, V the Media Maniac. And yeah, again, guys, go subscribe to Danny's channel. We got all of his links down below. Stranger Boy 101 said, Danny, thoughts on the Chucky movies?
Yeah, so I really liked the first one. I seen the second one. and I seen Bride of Chucky, and I like them all. I don't think I've seen Seed of Chucky. I think those are the only three ones I've watched, but they're pretty good. I like them.
The third one I think is super underrated. A lot of people don't say that one's crap, but I actually really love
I need to check it out.
Child's Play 3. I love the original 3, but Bride of Chucky, of course, is where it all went downhill for me. Al Pacino triple feature: Godfather, Scarface, Sin of a Woman. I need to see Sin of a Woman. I haven't
Me
seen that
too.
one. That's the one he won the Oscar for, correct? Marie Cordillo says, Alex Thomas, you're killing me, Smalls. Marie Cordillo, hand in the face. Doctor Strangelove is a classic. E.T., on the other hand, meh. They're throwing shade at E.T. again. The Rock, I forgot about. Nick was good in that. Definitely was good in that. He's good in everything. Stranger Boy 101 says, best blood and gore in a horror movie besides any of the Saw films. Well, I wouldn't put any of the Saw films in anywhere near the best blood and gore.
The first that comes to my mind is Kill Bill, especially when she's fighting the crazy 88. There's a lot of blood in that one.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. There's some really good blood and gore in From Dusk Till Dawn. I'll call that one out again. I think that has some great blood and gore in it. And a lot of the Friday the 13th films have some great blood and gore, especially the ones that Tom Savini was a part of, like the first Friday, and then part 4 for sure. So, yeah, we'll say that. And the Saw, I don't know. It's just, it gets to a point where it gets to be a little bit too much, and it's kind of like gratuitous. And then, I don't know. It takes away from it. Less is more sometimes. But unless you're talking about Kill Bill, that's excellent. The scene where she's fighting the crazy 88 again is fantastic. Dr. Sleep, one of the best movies in 20 years. And yes, it's better than The Shining. Oh, I said it. Oh, my God, that's a hot take. I do love Dr. Sleep. I think it's a great sequel to The Shining.
It's a great movie.
What was so you like Dr. Sleep quite a bit?
Yeah, man, I really liked it. A lot of people don't. And man, not enough people watch that movie, which is a shame. It did not do well when it should have. And when it first came out, I actually did like it more than The Shining. But The Shining definitely grew on me over time, and now it's just one of my favorite movies. And I'll say The Shining's definitely better. But
I went into that movie thinking that it was going to be pretty good. But I was also expecting to be a little disappointed because The Shining was my second favorite horror movie, and I just love The Shining so much. And I couldn't have been any happier coming out of that theater.
Well, did you read the books, The Shining and Dr. Sleep?
I hadn't read Dr. Sleep. I only read The Shining, so I didn't read Dr. Sleep, so I knew nothing about it.
Very good, and the movie does a good job of portraying the book and being a sequel to Kubrick's Shining at the same time.
Of course, Stephen King notably does not like Kubrick's Shining because he
and I can see why. Stuff. It's definitely a lot different, but it's in a good way.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It just did such a good job at doing both, towing both lines, and yeah, I love Dr. Sleep. That was my favorite movie that year. It was number 1 when I made my list, but then I saw 1917. I was like, that would be my number 1, but I don't know how you are. I don't know if you do top 10 lists at the end of the year.
That was 2019, right?
Yeah, but once I lock it in, it's done, and I'm not going to change it. And then I saw 1917 after, and then I was like, that would have been my number 1. Media Madness says, no, go ahead. I
was going to say I had Hollywood at number 1.
Yeah, again, like I didn't really truly love that movie, so I started watching it more at home, and then I had already made my list at that point. So I think that was in my top 10, though. I think that made my top 10. Media Madness says, is having a YouTube channel as big of a commitment that you thought when you started? Yeah, it's a pretty big commitment, at least, now. But also it just depends on how much you do or what you do with it.
Anyone that has a channel knows that it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, especially you, man. You must put in some hours. You're dropping a lot more stuff than I am. But when you see people doing it, you're like, oh, that's easy. You're just sitting in front of a camera. No, it takes a lot of work. And just the filming it, that's just a small portion of it. But
you look at it,
screen stuff.
You look at it this way. You got to write it or figure out what you want to talk about. You got to do the writing. You got to do the filming. You got to do the performing. You're the actor. Then you're the editor. then you're putting it up, then you're the promoter. You're doing
Thumbnail.
all of this stuff yourself. Like this is like 8 different jobs in one.
Yeah, for
And
fun.
that is something that you don't think about. And then you throw it up and it gets 20 views or something.
Not
You
to
know?
mention when you're doing ranking videos, that requires watching a whole bunch of movies. So you're putting in hours just to
Yeah.
watch a bunch of movies just so you can make a ranking video. Like it's like
Yeah. You got to
crazy.
watch the movies and then you got to find time to just find the enjoyment and happiness in it too.
Yeah,
And
it's a labor
sometimes,
of love.
yep, sometimes that can be difficult. But I mean, I enjoy it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't. I just don't sleep a lot. That's how I get stuff done. Stranger Boy 101 says it would be cool to see the original TMNT trilogy get 4K releases. I've heard that that might actually happen at some point. Heard a rumor. Werewolf in Paris was good too. People seem to act like it doesn't exist. Yeah, it was. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I remember it being fine. I remember
Never
it being
seen
fine.
it.
Luke, look forward to the show every week. Great stream. Well, awesome, man. Thank you for hanging in there. 073 Media says, I am in the process of trying to collect every 80s movie on Blu-ray, DVD, or 4K at 560 and counting. Will buy any format I can to add the movie to my collection.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, a project that you have every single 80s movie. That would be
Insane.
cool to like zero in on one decade and try to collect everything for it. Because at least you would have all of one decade of film. Yeah, that would be cool. Kel Daly said Snake Eyes is not that good, but it has been years since I seen it, so maybe I need to rewatch. Yeah, I need to watch that for the first time. Tiana Lowe's Movie says, what did you guys think of the GI Snake Eyes trailer? Again, I thought it was okay, and Danny has not seen that yet. Cal Daly says, yes, I seen Once Upon a Time and was underwhelmed. The end saved it, but not a top 5 QT movie for me. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping it up here in a second, guys. So if you got any more questions, let me know. Ask it in the chat. And yeah, we're going to try to wrap it up around the 11 o'clock mark. So Cal L. Daly says, please watch Last Action Hero ASAP, guys. You won't regret it. Yeah, I'm hoping to this week.
Will do.
Hey, Ken, I was pumped to hear you talk about Daylight coming out on 4K, even though it's not official yet. That's a very underrated Stallone action flick. Have you seen Daylight?
Have not. Is it good?
It's like he said, it's a very underrated Stallone action flick from the 90s. I really enjoy it, but you know, it's yeah, I haven't seen it in a while. I need to watch it again, but again, it's supposedly coming to 4K. It's a rumor, so hopefully it comes out. Cal Daly says, thank you. Finally says it. Child's Play 3 is my second favorite. Chucky's gonna be a bro. That is a line. That is a line from Chucky, but it's also a slightly racist line as well. Tiana Loves Movie says, how many movies can you watch in one day? Again, how many movies can I watch and how many movies can I watch? It's two different things. Do I have time to watch? Probably 2 most of the time, but I don't even get 1 in sometimes. So, but how many movies could I actually watch if I put my mind to it? Maybe 5 or 6. I don't know.
Yeah,
do you have a limit?
I got time during the weekdays. I can watch 1 movie, and that's all. I just don't have time. But on the weekends, maybe 2.
Yeah.
I wish I could watch more, but
yeah, I mean, you asked me when I was a kid. I used to do marathons all the time, but you get older and you lose time. So, Cal Daly asks, "What's your top 5 slashers? You a big slasher movie fan?"
yeah, kind of. Let's see here. Halloween's a good one, and shit. I'm kind of drawing a blank here.
I would go with Halloween be number 1, and then I go Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play 2, Friday the 13th Part 2, and I'll go Sleepaway Camp. I'll put Sleepaway Camp in there just for that ending. That ending's crazy. But yeah, those are just the ones that come to mind. I don't know if I've done a top 5 slasher ranking before, so I'd have to really think about it.
Psycho would count, right? Even though there's not a whole bunch.
Yes, Psycho would count. If Psycho counts, that's going in at number 2. That would be going in at number 2. So I'd have to boot out Sleepaway Camp. But yeah, guys, that is it. We're at the end of the chat
Oh,
questions.
wow.
Again, if you guys
Okay.
can, definitely hit Danny K's links below, his YouTube, his Instagram. Give him a follow, subscribe, all that great stuff. Also, be sure to like this video, guys, and subscribe to my channel if for some reason you haven't yet. But Danny, before we go, I'm going to give you a second just to kind of sell yourself, sell your channel, tell everybody what you're about, what you're doing on your channel, what kind of videos you got coming out, all of that great stuff. The floor is yours once again.
Yeah, man. First, I want to thank Ken for having me. This was awesome. It was awesome to be a part of this. Yeah, I just basically do movie reviews. Whatever I feel like watching, I do rankings, Blu-ray hauls, digital code giveaways. You could find me at Danny K Reviews on YouTube and Instagram. And as for what I got coming in the future, I'm not really sure yet. I kind of just play it by ear. I do plan on watching Army of the Dead soon, so maybe I'll talk about that. And I'm big on doing first time watch videos because there's a ton of great classic movies I haven't watched. I got some of those coming as well. And I think I'm gonna start a new segment on my channel where I interview fellow YouTubers or just movie lovers in general. I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, so that's it. So subscribe to my channel if you guys want. That'd be awesome.
Awesome stuff, man. Yeah. Having the guests on, man, and talking movies is super fun. I really enjoy doing these every week. So yeah, definitely would be cool if you did that. And hopefully one day in the future I could be a guest on one of
Yeah,
those
dude.
streams perhaps. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
just let me know. I see you got that Tarantino box set behind you too. I think
dude,
Brando had that last week. That's an awesome box set. I wish I was collecting back when that came out
dude.
because I missed it.
For some reason, it has True Romance in it. Well, he wrote
Yeah.
it, but it was a Tony Scott movie. But that's cool. And I think it goes all the way up to Kill Bill or Django. I'm not sure.
Is Dust Till Dawn in that too?
No, it's not. But
Okay.
that's a great movie.
All right, guys. So we are done. We are finished. Please, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below if you're watching the replay and you got anything to say about any of the things that we discussed here tonight. I want to thank Danny for coming on the show. World's Biggest Collectors, episode 10. We will be back next week. So definitely get ready for that. And yeah, we'll see you later, guys.